Alright, welcome back to Super Luigi Galaxy. In the last one, I think I did the Lava Galaxy. That one right there. But if you haven't seen my Mario Party Let's Play, I found a new co-host, and she's very amazing, and she's a special person in my heart.
Thank you, Sadie. You're a special person in my heart, too.
Thank you.
I love you very dearly.
Yes.
No homo.
No homo. So, have you seen anyone play this? Or do you have a knowledge of this game?
A little bit.
Okay.
You go on to little planets and you run around and you do stuff.
Yes.
That's the extent of my knowledge.
Okay, so I play this as Mario, and I finished everything, and now I can play as Luigi, and that's why I'm playing as him.
Nice.
Yep.
Are there any differences with
well,
Luigi, or is it just
Luigi runs faster, but he also, like, skids. So, like,
I gotcha.
It takes him a while to stop. And everything is slightly harder, since players already played the game, and they play as Luigi. So, yeah, some of the comments are fucking very difficult for some reason.
Oh god.
Like those, the blue ones, those are the, like the shadow versions of the characters, and you have to race against them to get to the star. For some reason, the Luigi ones are always the most fucking difficult ones, and I have no idea why.
Dude, you remember how the GameStop in Dunn
It still
has like the old
We went to the Walmart in Dunn, and there was a GameStop over there, and they had like the it froze up again.
Why does it keep freezing on Luigi Galaxy?
It can't handle the awesomeness. Oh.
Oh,
Is it
my
fucked?
god, okay.
Is it fucked up? The one in Dunn still had the Mario Galaxy poster from when it came out, and I have no idea why.
Maybe they were just like, well, it's just Mario,
Yeah.
and Mario's a game, so just keep it up.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, that's been there like as long as I can remember.
That came. When did this game come out? This is not the packaging for the game.
This is not the box.
That's the Mario Party box.
Did it come out in like 2008?
I feel like it came out in 2008.
That might have been why we thought Mario Party came out in 2008, because we were... Mario Party 8, I mean, not the first
We don't fucking
Mario
know
Party.
anymore. Oh, this is... Remember when I did this, and then I didn't do it? And I did it right the first time? Bitch, get the fuck over here. Fucking hate the star. See? This is fucking challenging, and it shouldn't be challenging.
You can do it.
I don't believe myself.
You've done it before, you can do it again.
Yeah, because the fucking camera wasn't working.
Fun times. I honestly forgot we did this. All I remembered about the recording session was that the camera fucked up.
Yeah. Hey, it's not fucking up this time.
Not too much. I mean, it froze a little bit there, but it's fine. We've got this. Explode, explode, explode.
Explode, 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 explode.
Blow up, blow
Explode!
up, blow up. Yes!
We did it!
I'm being so helpful. I'm laying here.
She revived. It happened last time! This game is notorious for me screaming at the battery.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh my god.
I mean, me having like a genuine story and then like the battery go by. Alright. You think he's made out of chocolate?
Maybe. Is my mom gonna make rice? Hold on. Sorry, I started thinking about dinner and I was like...
Yo, you think he's made out of chocolate? Yeah, made rice!
Are you gonna make stir-fry rice? That
Questions that
would
would be answers to.
bring... Well, if she's too tired, I don't want her to, because then I'd feel bad, but like, not regular rice, stir-fry rice. I haven't had that in like a hot minute. If you can't tell, I'm a little hungry.
We could have got you sushi.
I didn't know you guys were getting sushi.
Oh Yeah. Well, I meant like we could have stopped at like Lowe's and got you sushi.
Well, it's not sushi day at Lowe's. Sushi day at Lowe's is Wednesday, and that's when it's on sale.
Yeah, but I don't mind getting you something, even if it's not on sale.
Okay, then I feel bad. I don't want
Dude, I've been getting you iced coffee.
You have been getting me iced coffee. I need to buy you something now. You reckon all the iced coffee that you've like randomly bought me would accumulate to how much a camera costs?
I think maybe.
Cause like, we'll just be in a gas station or something, and Sage will just grab a vanilla Starbucks Frappuccino and buy it and chuck it at me.
I'll chuck it at you after I buy it.
That's what I said. You buy it and chuck it at me.
No, I thought you just made it sound like I just grabbed it off the shelf and threw it right at you.
Well, no, that would be an act of violence. Buying it first and then throwing it at me is an act of charity.
I need this motherfucker to come over here. God damn it. Come.
It's probably a good thing I didn't play this when I was a kid, because I got motion sick really easily.
Yeah.
So I would have thrown up so many times.
Good thing I'm playing this.
Some of y'all haven't had to have your parents pull over the car because you're in the back seat about to throw up and it shows.
Oh, damn.
Speaking of that, wish me luck. Second week of July, I'm going with my family to the mountains. It's gonna be a long ass car ride. So
Shit.
here's hoping that I don't vom.
I did it.
For those of you who do not live in North Carolina or who have never been to North Carolina, the mountains are probably haunted by like several demons. But no one really talks about it. It's all just kind of like, we all know it. I mean, you go up there.
We all know about it. We just don't talk about the demons.
Or Master Rick's sex dungeon.
Excuse me?
Wait, Sage, there is no way I didn't tell you about that. I didn't tell you.
Whose sex dungeon is this?
I didn't tell you about the castration thing?
No!
Okay, so. I heard about this on My Strange Criminal Addiction. I was watching clips of it. And at first I just heard that it was in North Carolina, but back in like 2006, there was this BDSM sex dungeon in the mountains in North Carolina, run by this guy who went by Master Rick. And he and this other dude got arrested because people had been coming in and getting willingly castrated there.
What?
And the cops found like 7 dicks in one of the guys' freezers.
You say castrated, what does that mean?
It means they chopped the dicks off.
Why?
I don't know. I mean, there's being but I mean, I understand being a masochist, but like, but if you cut that off, how are you gonna, I mean, that's just wrong on so many levels. It doesn't make any sense. And on top of all of it, the guy doing it wasn't even like medically certified to do something like that. He had just been like a CNA or something.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and I looked it up because I wanted to find out where in North Carolina it was. It was up in fucking Waynesville, I think, or somewhere up in the mountains where I used to go a lot as a child. Around that like time
Back in the
frame.
old days.
Yeah, around like 2006, around that time frame. So while I was running around a cabin in the mountains as an innocent little child, men were getting their dicks cut off a few miles away. And I'm not sure how to feel about it. So yeah, Master Rick's sex dungeon. I don't know if it's probably not a thing anymore, but it was at one point.
I need bleach for my ears.
I'm surprised I didn't tell you. Any chance I get, I tell someone about that, because if I had to be scarred with that knowledge.
Then I want them to be too.
I mean, I told...
You're such a thoughtful friend.
Hey man, that's what friends do. You find out something fucked up, you call your friend, you're like, dude, you're not gonna believe this.
You won't believe what I just saw.
Yeah. I mean, it's like Mr. Hands,
Stop.
Okay, I know I did. I told you about Mr. Hands, right?
Which one?
The horse guy.
Huh?
How did I not tell you about Mr. Hands?
Mr. Handman.
Got fucked by a horse
What?
and then he died.
Oh.
It was this porn star who...
Oh, the one that died by fucking horse!
Getting fucked by a horse.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, didn't Danny and I tell you about that?
Oh, yeah. Danny probably told me about it, and I was like, what the fuck, Danny?
Yeah, every now and then we're just kind of like, anytime someone says Hands, we're like, ah, Mr. Hands. He died for a good cause.
He died doing what he loved.
Yeah. Oh, man. I've unintentionally gained so much like fucked up knowledge from being on the internet for like way too long.
I don't have enough.
Enough stars or enough fucked up knowledge.
Both.
I
don't have enough of this either.
But I mean, it's also nice because at least that makes me somewhat interesting to talk to because I know a bunch of weird shit. Yeah, all the parties I go to, man.
Shit!
I can go to well, technically I could. Damn. Technically I could go to a nightclub now, and if some weird person tries hitting on me, I can just be like, "You ever heard of Mr. Hands?" What?
We're gonna go beat up Bowser because there's nothing else for me to do.
Okay, why did you touch my thigh and tell
Just
me
to let
that?
you know that.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to interrupt your story.
Okay. Okay. Sage, so by the time Sam turns 18, you're gonna be 18.
Yeah.
Do you want
I turn 18 first.
Yes, you do. That's what I was saying.
She's so pretty.
She is pretty. She was
my favorite princess.
She was mine too. I think she was part of the reason I realized I was bisexual. Because I was like,
thanks, Nintendo.
She's pretty. If my parents find out and they get mad at me, I can just be like, blame Nintendo! And Kim Possible.
Dude, she has a fucking spaceship. What does Peach have? The same fucking cake?
The same. Oh my god.
I didn't want to do this till next episode, but fuck it. We have nothing else to do. The comment didn't appear. So. Why didn't they voice act this? Oh, they voice act that one.
Why didn't they just have her say the lines?
Yeah.
That would have. Oh well.
Fuck, I don't know. Also, we're going into Peach's castle, but it turns into like a whole different universe when we go in. Yeah, like there's a portal. Look at him go.
Oh,
hey, skate.
me running to go clock out. Just.
Fate of the universe.
My controller's gonna die at like the worst moment.
Me in the middle of kicking Bowser's ass and just
Yeah.
like, battery dead.
It's a bowling ball.
It's a cool bowling ball. Bunch of Lumas here for our big day. That's the wrong one! It's our big day. Fuck, I backflipped into the fucking air.
For some reason I autofilled that in my head, so I backflipped into the fucking sun.
Sometimes.
So be like, y'all mind if I just backflip into the sun?
Sometimes I'd be like that.
It'd be like that, especially when you work retail or grocery.
Yeah, just guys, don't get a job.
Don't get a job. Just go
Stay young as long as possible. Don't get insurance.
Just or if you get a job, don't do retail. Retail then again, well, I don't know.
Whoa.
If you can handle stress,
then do
OGP is fine, at least for me. I don't mind walking around picking up groceries.
Whoa!
You quite literally you're backflipping into the sun.
I was trying to do the front thing where I yeet like long jumps, but I fucking just yeeted myself.
I used to do that all the time in Mario 64 when I was a kid.
Do you watch me?
I sound so old.
Watch me at the real speed. Real speed.
Watch me with the real speed. Dies immediately. Oh my god.
Look, I got a 1-up. That's it. That's what I wanted to do.
Wait, what time frame was that? I'm rewatching that moment. 14 minute 52. Probably a little earlier than that, but I can rewatch everyone.
Real speed.
Do check out this real speed. Oh my god. Yeah, I thought I was gonna be the one who was gonna be like, hey, check this out, and then fuck up.
No!
What just happened there? You like levitated.
Flipped.
How are you falling? You're in space. There's no gravity. How is there sound? There's no sound in space.
It has an atmosphere.
An atlas.
See, Luigi agrees. He says, yeah.
Yeah.
This is the easiest.
You fall now after saying this is the easiest.
Watch this. Check this out. Wait, check this out. Wait.
There it goes.
Did you see me flip into 2 dimensions?
Yeah.
Alright. Do this. Don't squish me! Right in the lava.
Oh my god.
This is some speedrunner shit.
I was trying.
Whoa! Dude, I did it! I lived!
Hey, you keep jinxing yourself, man.
Real speed.
Look at this speed run shit.
What is... It's like when people with walkthroughs and they die and they're like, sorry I died there, and they just continue.
God.
Silence.
Fucking,
Cool! What was that? I can't.
Too bad.
I'm chasing after the panel I was running away from. I'm back here!
Oh my god.
This is the easiest. Psych! Ingber Tipper Deck. What? No, but Chipper Deck Scabbard. What are you talking about? Robert Egg Scabbard.
What?
Speaking redneck. Hey, at least I have enough Starbits to do that Luma thing now.
I'm trying to think of something clever and hilarious to say, but I'm all out of funny juice.
Man, work, am I right?
Yeah. Now I'm just kind of...
I have one fucking thing again. God damn it. Why do you deal with me?
What did you say?
Why do you deal with me and then I fucking die?
Well, I deal with you because I love you, Sage.
Thank you.
And I appreciate your existence. Yep. God, something bit my ankle and I'm in so much agony right now.
What bit it?
Fucking probably a spider. That looks like a spider bite. I can be Spider-Man! Then again, I'm not any more agile. If anything, I'm more clumsy. So, there goes that. What just happened?
I fucking... The Bill hit me, but I was like halfway on the platform, so when it hit me, it made me stop and fall right on it.
You know, I'd really like to be Spider-Man. Yeah, it'd be...
Whoa!
It'd be pretty cool. I mean, you could just like swing around and stuff, and you can act all like...
Oh shit!
I mean, you know, Peter Parker is kind of awkward and stuff, much like me. And then, because, you know, he's a relatable character. And Spider-Man is more confident, you know, because he's got the mask on and shit. And that's kind of how I am. When I did my Sally Face cosplay, I felt way more confident because people couldn't see my pimply face. And I
Get
was
on the
like,
platform, no!
I was like, Sage, you're interrupting me. And you know, I think
You're screaming about dying. You need to stop.
I think, and you know, I mean, I don't know how comfortable I'd be wearing like spandex. Maybe I could just wear like a Miles Morales type thing, you know, where he's got like the hoodie and the shorts and stuff. I'd do that because, you know, I don't really want to wear skin tight stuff. It would make me self-conscious because I have body image issues. That stems from when I was 8, and I.
Man, you're going deep.
And I
ran out of funny juice trying to get personal.
I'm tired, so I'm kind of rambling. But what was I talking? Oh yeah,
Talk about your depression from 8.
Well, I hit puberty when I was 8. And then I was like, damn. And then it all just kind of went downhill from there. And then, you know, but now that my age has kind of caught up with my body, I don't really feel quite as bad. But I still feel a little bit insecure just from, you know, all the struggles. But if anyone listening at home has body image issues, don't be like, don't take this as me saying that you should, because you're very beautiful, I can promise you. I just take issue with myself. Because, see, I gotta just ramble about shit in order for you to I made it. But yeah, you're all very beautiful. I just have issues with myself because I
thought she was about to say Mario. She hesitated.
Bitch, you're not even tied up. You could have just jumped.
Yeah, you could have easily jumped, and this could have been all over. But no, you want to be a bitch about it. I almost fell off the fucking
if you had fallen off the platform. Okay, I gotta go back to rambling about something.
Space. It's so beautiful. The elegance, the story of why. Face me, you fucking reptile bitch.
Me and Anthony. Face me, you fucking reptile bitch. Dude, I wanted to, like, so badly. I just wanted to, when he was walking out of his car, I just wanted to be like, hey, you're a bitch! And then jump into Daddy's car.
And run away.
Yeah. Because, I mean, his dad was out there, so he wouldn't have let him hurt me.
Alright, how do I do this again?
There's only one person I would allow to hurt me.
And that's me.
Well, I was gonna say Trish. I was talking about something else.
Oh, shit.
I mean, if you wanna, like, hit me, but it wouldn't be the same. I wouldn't really, I would just feel betrayed.
Fuck! I keep forgetting it. You're supposed to hit him in the face and spin, but I keep...
Am I a little too much of an open book here? It's because I'm fucking tired, man. When I'm tired, I don't have a filter.
Did it!
It's because I'm like...
Bunk.
I mentioned it earlier, I think, but I've been getting it. I have to go to work at 5 a.m., so I get up at 3:30 to, you know, mentally prepare myself for the day. And so I've been getting up at, like, 3:30 a.m. for most days, so I'm extremely tired most of the time. So if I ever get, like, TMI or too rambly, or I'm, like, you know, talking about some deep, dark things about myself, keep in mind, it's because I'm sleepy.
Shit! Sorry. I'm sorry about that.
In my normal state, I'm much more filtered, I would say.
What? You saw me spin.
You did indeed spin.
I spun.
You spun.
I'm spinning like a ballerina. Yeah, get fucking owned, you fucking reptile.
You fucking reptile.
Wow, that's a lot. Yes.
For some reason, when I was little, it never occurred to me that Bowser was supposed to be a dragon.
He really? I thought he was supposed to be some weird lizard mutation.
Well, I mean, he's like a Koopa dragon thing because he breathes fire and stuff. But I was like, I thought, he's a lizard, he's a turtle. If anything. Because he's got a shell. But I was like, wait, is he supposed to be some type of dragon type thing? But I was like...
Yes! Get up, Luigi! Get up!
I don't know what I thought he was. I guess I was just like...
Out of it as a child.
Yeah.
Dude, he's pissed.
He's angry.
Yo, he's spitting!
He angy like that customer at Walmart.
Whoa!
that Danny
Whoa!
saw,
Whoa!
who threw something at our manager because he couldn't return a pair of headphones. Or at
Please
Danny's
don't make me
manager.
do that over again. Well, Dodge 101.
That's what I call a victory royale.
I think this is the last one.
I love how I say that's what I call a victory royale. We haven't even finished yet.
We did it!
Woo! Backflip. Backflip into the sun.
I think he does.
Backflip into the sun.
He's
Yes!
doing it.
He's gonna backflip into the sun!
backflipping! Triple kill!
Yeah! He backflipped into the sun. Oh damn, that's actually kind of brutal.
I mean, he did want to destroy the entire galaxy.
That is true.
We did it. We got a star. Tag yourself on Luigi.
Just the.
Even he was surprised he did it. After fucking failing at the same jump 5 times, he was fucking surprised he got here. I deserve a sip of Fogo.
Fogo.
Yeah, Fogo away.
You got a grand star.
Stop. I don't know who's texting the group chat right now, but they need to stop.
It's. Oh my god. What the fuck is happening? Hold on.
I'm scared.
Let me see.
Cutscene. Oh my god, they dropped her off the fucking ship and into the sky.
Oh my god.
Look, game theory was right. They do get together in the end.
Oh my god. It's Luigi's ballad all over again.
Yeah. What was that other one? It was like, it was a tennis game and everyone was freaking out about something in there. I don't want to say it.
Look at Danny's dog! What happened to the dog? I think they shaved it.
We're in the middle of a cutscene and we...
What happened to Henry?
He's still alive. He backflipped in the fucking sun 3 times and he's still alive. This is me getting up in the morning.
Oh my god, fucking insane.
And he voice act Bowser. Like, he doesn't say words, but he, like, does it in his stupid language. See? He says it in his language. Why can't Rosalina just say, go on?
Yeah.
Stupid. Well, I remember this. This made me sad. For different reasons.
Why?
You'll see in a second. Man, Luigi taking a sweet ass time with the princess.
You're imagine you're getting you're fucking flying through space and you're just shit. Oh. No, little guy. No.
They're sacrificing themselves so we can live.
No. That's what made me sad as a child.
Are you crying? 'Cause I'm crying. The fuck? Why is your house vibrating? My parents are home.
Oh. I should probably be careful what I say then.
Let me close the door though.
Well, look at that.
Oh.
Dude, my fucking camera can't handle.
I physically like can't cry in front of people, but if I were by myself, I'd be crying.
I started crying because I was like remembering when I was fucking.
Shut up!
I was remembering when I was 12 and I thought it was the fucking saddest thing because I grew an attachment to the little woman and he fucking sacrificed himself so Luigi could live.
Oh.
You wanna read?
Do you hear the baby stars? These newborns will grow up to become galaxies someday. Damn, this game's gotten surprisingly deep. Why is Rosalina so big?
She's a big woman.
Nice. When stars die, they turn to stardust and scatter across the cosmos. Eventually, that stardust reforms to create a new star, and so the cycle of life continues. But the cycle never repeats itself in quite the same way. What did she say?
So, you'll see. I think she said so. That's her one voice of dialogue that she actually said anything.
Damn.
Man, this got deep.
It did.
Oh, damn. Tag yourself and Luigi on the floor.
I'm the butterfly on your hat. Oh.
Wow, like nothing ever happened. Like it was a dream.
Plot twist. It was all a dream.
Oh. Did you see the fucking killer whale?
Oh my god.
I can't remember what galaxy he was from. There was the bee. You remember the bees?
Vaguely.
Look at that. Oh, he's so cute. I love him. Did you see the profile?
Yes.
Yeah. Don't make that sound ever again.
I'm sorry. I love how I went from that back to my man voice.
Why is she looking at him like that? He fucking kidnapped you.
He has kidnapped you, like, many times.
His son threw you.
Carries the essence of stars.
Even he won't you.
That's deep.
Ah.
Welcome. Welcome, new galaxy.
Oh, there's all the galaxies I visited by myself. Welcome back to You Are Mr. Gay. That's it.
Man.
That's technically the ending.
That was such a long series for me, man.
There's still more. So after you defeat Bowser, you unlock these purple comets.
Mm-hmm.
So you go around to each planet that you visited and collect purple coins.
Nice.
Yeah. So there's a lot more to do. Neat.
Nice.
Wow, I remember that part.
Good times.
You saying hi to that random Luma. Dude, this game was great. I like how it took me a year to finish this game.
Yeah. I feel
Little bee.
you know.
What are you doing?
Getting comfortable.
I'm
Except something's
fucking-
digging into my back. What is that? It's a plug. Okay.
What's that sound? I forgot. I had a line of jokes. None of them came to mind.
You had a line and then they just like
They
disappeared.
just fucking like the line of coke. Just like it's gone.
It's gone.
It's gone. It's never came back. And we don't know where it's went. But it's gone. Yashukiyo Matsuki Mi Kai. I feel like I'm summoning a demon right now.
I'm terrible at pronouncing anything. I used to think, because I never heard anyone say bourgeoisie before, I would read it in like my history books and stuff, and I'd just be like, bourgeoisie.
Bourgeoisie. I know it's pronounced bourgeoisie, but I'm still gonna say bourgeoisie.
Bourgeoisie. I also never heard anybody say lingerie, so I thought it was lingerie.
Lingerie.
I would read the Adam and Eve billboard on the highway, and it'd be like, DVDs, books, lingerie.
Lingerie. Dude, that's funny.
Someone told me Adam and Eve was an adult store when I was a kid, and I thought, I was like, oh, they have furniture and stuff.
It's a Jesus store.
Yeah. You know, they've probably gotten calls from people thinking that they're like a religious store, like, do you have this copy of this book by Joel Osteen?
No, ma'am, we're not a Christian store.
Wait, your
Hello?
name is Adam and
Hello?
Eve? We sell dildos, man.
Don't limit it to just dildos. They sell other products.
I know, I've been in there and I looked around.
We try to go in and they immediately ID'd you. Like, oh, wait,
They didn't ID Danny and I, which was really weird. The lady just didn't give a shit. She was like, you guys are 18, right? And we're like, yeah. And she's like, alright, go ahead. And then again, Danny had on like a full like blazer and stuff.
Danny looked like he was an adult.
Yeah.
I just look like a child.
If I put on my like t-shirt hoodie thing that I have, I look like a 12-year-old. What was I talking about? How did we get on the topic of? Oh yeah, lingering.
Lingering.
I'm so.
Is the credits over yet?
Hold on.
These are all Mario shots.
You know.
I think it's over.
Oh.
The end.
Yeah, I just realized that could have been like an emotional thing about like the journey we had on this game, but
we just talked about Adam and Eve.
Because I was the only, because I only came for this last episode.
A new chapter in the storybook has been added. I have not been inside the library to hear any of the stories. Would you like to do that?
Sure. I got a few more minutes before.
A purple comment has appeared. Save my game? Yes.
No.
Oh, fuck it. We don't need to remember. We got it in our brains. We don't need to remember the 5 times that I fucked up and landed a lot.
Oh man, I just can't wait to rewatch those moments of, like, what was the first time you were like, look at this speedy shit, or something, what did you say?
Look at this speed. Welcome back! I knew you eventually return. Please look down at your feet. My toes. My crusty toes. Don't look at your feet. This number you see represents the number of power stars you need to access another world. Whether you succeed or fail, just attempting the challenge will show something about your character. And now we can do the purple comments. But we're gonna go read instead.
Nice.
Alright, let's do this, gamers. Some of the purple coins are fun, other ones make me want to kill myself. Anyway, let's go in the library. Look at them, they're so cute.
So my mom responded to me and said that she is gonna make stir-fry rice, and I just put with the sauce.
Chapter 1.
The Celestial Duo. It's like the Dumbass Duo, only Celestial.
Alright, so should I read a page and you read a page?
Sure.
Alright, you want to start off first?
Alright. Our story begins a very, very long time ago with a young girl. One day, this girl spotted a rusted spaceship holding a small star child.
I'm the star child. What's your name? Are you lost? The girl asked the star child.
We're taking turns, man.
I'm sorry, I thought mine was so short. I was like, that doesn't seem fair.
Oh, fine. You can read the rest
I'm
of it.
Luma, and I'm waiting for my mama. She's coming for me in a comet, said the star child, who has been waiting day and night.
Oh shit, this is getting depressing.
Oh, it does.
Don't worry, I'll wait with you, the little girl promised Luma. At nightfall, the little girl borrowed her father's telescope and peered into the sky. She looked and looked, but she saw nothing. Hours turned into days and then years, but still the sky revealed nothing.
Finally, the little girl sighed and said to Luma, if we stay here looking much longer, I'll be an old lady soon. But then she had an idea. Why don't we go out there and find your mother ourselves?
The girl and Luma fixed up the rusty spaceship, and then the two set sail into the starry sky, and this is how the search for the celestial mother began. I like the artwork, it's very nice.
Chapter 2, Star Bits. I'm gonna take off my keys, because they're very loud.
Okay.
Have you ever heard me walk down the stairs and you hear the keys just... Days passed with no sight of the comet, or even a single planet. Instead, asteroids extended for as far as the eye could see.
If I had known it was going to take this long, I would have packed more jam, said the little girl above the rumble of her belly.
Before they left, she had packed all the essentials: telescope, butterfly net, stuffed bunny, bread, milk, jam, and apricot flavored tea, but I forgot to bring water. At this, Luma burst into what does that say? Gales of laughter, and the little girl began to pout.
As long as I have star bits, I'll be fine, said Luma. Want some? The little girl couldn't stay mad after hearing this. Luma continued to laugh, and the girl couldn't help but join in.
Love the art.
It's so cute.
Yeah. Alright, maybe just a nibble. This meeting you hang out. Leaning far out of the ship, the pair began to collect star bits with the girl's net. They almost fell out a few times, but they kept on collecting. They're in space, and she has no helmet. The star bits tasted like honey. Chapter 3, The Comet. Alright.
A beam of light pierced through the ship's window. Thinking it was the morning sun. I go from like my storybook voice to just, oh, for fuck's sake. Oh shit, I forgot your parents wrong. I don't swear ever.
Christian boy.
Thinking it was the morning sun, the girl peered through the window, only to find a turquoise blue comet shimmering at her.
The little girl shook the sleeping Luma awake and shouted excitedly, "We have to get to that comet!" The pair descended onto the comet and found it was made of ice. They looked high and low, but Luma's mother was nowhere to be found.
Exhausted, the little girl sat down with a flop, utterly unable to take another step. Look!
Peering down at the icy ground where Luma was pointing, the girl suddenly noticed clutters of starbits encased in the ice. "Pretty good, huh? Finding starbits is my specialty," said Luma, beaming. "I'm Luma. I'm finding food no matter what."
There's ice here, but it's so warm. I'll bet there's water here, too. The two decided to stay on the comet for a while. Let's read it together.
Riding the turquoise comet, the pair continued their search for Luna's mother.
I said Luna by mistake.
Yeah, that's fine. There's a lot of chapters that I didn't read. Chapter 4, The Dream.
How many chapters are there?
I think there's 7.
Oh, okay.
One night, the girl dreamed about her own mother. "Where are you going?" she asked her mother's retreating back.
Without turning, her mother replied, "Don't fret, dearest. I'm not going anywhere. I'm always watching over you, like the sun in the day and the moon in the night." Oh, why is this so depressing?
It is. A wave of sadness washed over the girl. "But what about when it rains and I can't see the sun or the moon?" Her mother thought for a moment, then responded, "I will turn into a star in the clouds and wait for your tears to dry." Sorry, don't cry.
When she awoke, the girl's face was damp with tears. "You have star bits in your eyes," said Luma to the girl.
Wiping her face, the girl replied, "These are tears, not starbits. I'm crying because I'll never get to see my mother ever again." At this, Luma began to cry too. "Mama, oh mama." I don't want to do the wild thing. At this rate, we're both gonna cry.
Yeah. The pair traveled through the starry skies, and though they encountered many other comets, not one of them held Luma's mother. Luma was despondent.
What does despondent mean?
It's like you're depressed and like wanting to give up. You're sad. You want to read it or should I?
Now, Luma. The raining clouds won't go away if you keep crying," the girl said, giving Luma a squeeze. "I'll give you a present if you stop." The girl closed her eyes and said gently, "I'll take care of you." With these words, she felt a small spark in her heart. Chapter 5. Oh. Don't cry.
"The kitchen will go here, and the library will go over there," the girl said busily to herself. "We'll put the gate here."
Ever since the girl took Luma under her care, she's been bustling about at a feverish pace. Feverish pace. It's a lot of work, but it's worth it to make a happy home.
It turned out that star bits weren't the only things buried in the ice. There were tools and furniture unlike they had ever seen, and the girl used them to build a home.
What a fucking comet is this? I can't just go digging outside and go, wow, a gold necklace!
Depends on where you dig, man.
Oh yeah, you're right. Looking at the completed house, Luma remarked, don't you think it's awfully big for just the two of us? With a library, bedroom, kitchen, fountain, and gate, it was certainly spacious, but still something seemed to be missing. If only my father, brother, and mother were here, the girl said, wistful. Indeed, the house was too large for its two small residents.
That night, clutching her favorite stuffed bunny close to her heart, the girl fell asleep in the starship. I have a mosquito bite on my arm.
Chapter 6. Friends. Like us.
Like us. We're friends.
One day, while the girl was sat sipping tea, a tiny apricot-colored planet appeared on the horizon.
From the planet, another Luma of the same color emerged. Do you two know each other? The girl asked the two Lumas gleefully. Despite the girl's excitement, they seemed uneasy.
Shut the fuck up.
The two Lumas neither drew closer nor backed away from each other. Instead, they just stared. Then one Luma broke the silence.
My mama. At once the apricot Luma parroted back. My mama, my mama. My mama, my mama. My mama. The two Lumas began to dance around the girl frantically, and neither showed any signs of stopping.
The girl was so charmed by this adorable scene that she couldn't help but laugh, and that's when something very strange happened. Suddenly, more Lumas began to pop out from the apricot planet. They were different colors, but they all shouted the same thing.
My mama, my mama. The sight of all the shouting Lumas only made the girl laugh harder. What am I going to do with all these children? The Lumas just stared blankly as she doubled over laughing. I guess I'm going to have to name each and every one of you.
Tomorrow, once she had finished naming them all, she would begin moving all the Lumas into the new house.
Chapter 7. The Telescope. After seeing their 100th comet, a sudden thought popped into the girl's head. I wonder if my home planet is still as blue as it was. Then she remembered her father's telescope.
Peeking into the telescope, a tiny blue dot floated into sight. It was smaller than a star bit. How strange. It's so far away, but it feels so close.
How fucking far is this telescope?
Telescopes can go pretty far, man.
Dude, look how accurate that was.
Holy shit.
She twisted the knob in the telescope, and the blue dot grew until she made out a grassy hill spotted with flowers. It seemed very familiar to her.
Zooming even closer, a terrace on the hill came into view. I used to go stargazing there when I lived on my home planet.
What kind of fucking magical telescope is this shit?
It's Mario, man.
Yeah, you're right.
Magic stuff.
She remembered rubbing the sleep out of her eyes as she followed her father up the hill to look at the stars. She remembered how she and her brother would sled down that hill.
She remembered having picnics with her mother on that hill on bright and windy days.
And I want to go home. I want to go home right now. The girl burst into tears and the Lumas didn't know what to do.
I want to go home. I want to go back to my house by the hill. I want to see my mother. The girl was shouting now, her face wet with tears. I really didn't emphasize the shouting, but whatever.
Yeah, we don't want to shout.
No.
But I know she's not there. I knew all along she wasn't out there in the sky because she's sleeping under the tree on the hill.
Oh no!
The girl's cries echoed through the stars and a hush fell over the area.
I mean, I kind of figured, but I didn't want to
say it.
I didn't know it would be so. Oh.
Chapter 8. The Wish.
Though usually quite cheery, one day the girl became sad again. Luma drew close and tried to comfort her. Mama, you still have me. And don't be sad about your mama because she's a part of you. That means she's always close by.
It's like me. I love Starbits because they remind me of my mama. No, the girl said, unable to stop the tears. A lonely look flickered across Luma's face, but it was soon replaced by a wide grin. I have an idea! I will transform into a comet. A soaring comet that will carry you all on this journey.
With that, Luma, trailing bands of white, soared high into the sky and just as quickly started to plummet back down. Kaboom! Kablam! The ground shook and a bright light poured out of the crater that the Luma had created.
The bands of light twisted together to form a comet tail, and then the Luma emerged, reborn as a comet. The girl could scarcely believe her eyes. But how? She kept asking.
Our destiny as Lumas is to transform into different things, said a red Luma who had suddenly appeared. Stars, comets, planets, we can become all of these things. When I grow up, I want to become a star that makes someone special smile, said a green Luma.
A blue Luma chimed in. That Luma turned into a real cutie of a comet, didn't he? All the Lumas together said, "No crying." Shit. No more crying. That's not in the book. Thank you, said the girl in a whisper, and then she pulled all the Lumas close and hugged them. From that day on, Starbits no longer fell from the girl's eyes.
Comet set forth for the girl's home planet, its long tail blazing proudly behind it.
Oh shit, final chapter. With its many lumas and telescopes, the comet was quite a sight to behold. The girl and the Lumas were proud to call it home. I'm the little Luma.
At a welcoming party for a new Luma, the girl gathered everyone in the kitchen and said in a louder voice than usual,
Alright everyone, let's make a cake. A cake sparkled with starbits. Then it will be a star cake. The Lumas excitedly began to gather the ingredients.
That's me! As she watched the Lumas scurry about, the girl smiled and thought to herself, this is my family now, and I will stay with them until they're ready to leave the nest. And when they do leave, I'll see them off with a smile.
Because that's what makes a mother happiest. That night, when the girl lay down to sleep, a soft light enveloped her and reminded her of the blue planet she once called home. But it would be nice to return home once every 100 years to nap under my favorite sleeping nook.
The comet carrying the Lumas and the girl continues on its journey to this very day. With more
family members in tow than it can be counted, it's said that the comet visits the girl's home planet once every 100 years. Its proud white tail glimmers in the sky. The end. That was the whole premise of the beginning of the story. It would be like this whole festival about this comet that passes their planet every 100 years, and they make a whole festival about it. And this is basically Rosalina's backstory.
Aww.
That's all. My story is finished. And that was it. We did it.
We did it. That was
sad.
that was deep.
It was 54 minutes.
Oh my god. Well, I guess we're gonna call it an episode. Wait, what time is it?
It's
I
a
gotta.
good time.
Oh shit! I gotta head home.
Yeah. Alright, guys. In the next one, I guess we'll do purple comments.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, that was fun.
Hopefully, I'll be more awake so I don't tell any
Die.
personal shit.
You're gonna come in one day and like, hi guys, my name is Leila. Anyway, I was abused though. It's too deep. See you later, guys.
Bye.
Bye.